Welcome, Bobby. Welcome, Aditi, to Bollywood Life. It's such a pleasure to have you all over here as we're going to be talking about your new web series, Ashram. I've seen the initial episodes, and yeah, mine is officially blown. So,
Thank you.
huge round of welcome to you all both. It's always a pleasure talking to you all.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you so much, man. It means I always love talking to you. You're a sweetheart.
Thank you so much, Bobby. That's so kind of you. First up, like I was telling Aditi also just before this began, I love the authenticity that has been brought into the show. I mean, for you, Bobby, it almost seems like you're a god man which can drive anybody insane with blind faith. And for you, Aditi, I love the Haryanvi accent, the rustic elements, the wrestling, everything is looking there. So, what was the research that you all did into your characters, and what was the character graph given to you all to bring to the table?
Okay, first of all, before I start, this is personal. I have to tell Aditi I have seen the first two episodes.
Oh,
And
yeah.
I wasn't
I've
supposed.
seen some.
Okay, and I have to tell you that my wife loved your work.
Oh, thank you. Thank you
She,
so much.
I mean, your character. I mean, मैं पहली बार ही देख रहा था Russell. I have not seen it before myself, so luckily I got to see the first two episodes, and it's just amazing the way she's worked so hard and
Yeah.
portrayed the character what she has, and I think all the characters in the web series were not there in the first two episodes, but even Darshan, even Tushar. I mean, he plays a brother.
Yeah, he's
I
terrific.
mean, it's just amazing because you can see the way Prakashji has written those characters and the way he's tried to portray them. They look so real and so nice. So I will let Aditi talk now and speak about herself, how she prepared.
Yeah, well, I think the kind of work that I put in for this character particularly, I would say, was very exciting for me since I have been an athlete. I was a sprinter, but I was not a wrestler, and I've never seen wrestlers. But yes, I did have a little bit of an idea because I was shortlisted for Dangal at that point of time. तो मैंने ठेठ मतलब हरियाणवी लड़कियों के साथ वो किया था वर्कशॉप with Mukesh Chabra, and of course with Amir sir also there were certain things at that point where how you can catch the phonetics. तो मैंने क्या कर लिया था at that point also, because Haryanvi for me is bizarre. I have not even had, I mean, even my driver is from Bombay, so I have nobody who is from Haryana as such. मतलब वो level तक अभी जैसे मराठी का हो गया अगर तो you have your maid. My maid told me, "Hey, तुम्हें मजा accent कॉपी के लाए वगैरह," and I was like, "अच्छा, really?" So there's no reference point for me to get it. And even in the sports thing, most of them are yes from Bihar and all, but they don't speak in that that accent as such. पर जब मैंने ये शुरू किया, of course सुनीता जी जो डिक्शन टीचर है वो तो कमाल गजब की थी. उन्होंने मुझे शुरुआत करवा दी, and some bits which I got from my earlier experience because I did a little bit of research, watched some videos of Haryanvi people, but because Prakash sir was very particular that it's not completely Haryanvi. So don't get into that zone. ऐसा ना लगे कि तुम कोई अलग ही आदमी मतलब औरत हो जहाँ पे फैमिली में कोई इतना बात नहीं कर रहा हरियाणवी में और तुम अकेले ही हरियाणवी में बात कर रहे हो. तो मैंने कहा ओके, पर वो मैनेज करना तुम्हारा काम है क्योंकि तुम एक एक्टर हो. आई वाज लाइक ओके सर ग्रेट. So that was the brief that I got from Prakash sir, and then after that as we went ahead with Sunita ji and the experiences I had, because I used to often get into a rickshaw and talk to the rickshaw wala, to get a hang of it कि उसको लग रहा है क्या मैं यहाँ से हूँ कि नहीं हूँ, और एक बार तो लगा. So I was like चलो यहाँ पे तो बैटिंग हो गया मेरा, that kind of thing. And then as and when we progressed, because I didn't know how much of it is going to be required, I kept both options ready. I kept a complete Haryanvi kind of an set of things with my lines ready, and I kept like a little bit subtle, which is more of Punjabi and Haryanvi.
So you had multiple things to bring.
हाँ, मतलब फिर कभी कभी तुम पंजाबी में भी थोड़ा बहुत the way my mother speaks in that, थोड़ा पंजाबी side में बात कर रहे थे. So I kept that and I mixed match both, and I went with the pulse of what sir want. So as sir would say, okay, I was like, okay, great, this is okay. And wherever he doesn't feel it's okay, he comes and tells you. So it's very simple. And he's like, ये मत करो और ये कर लो ना, simple बात है. So I didn't take stress over that because I love doing accents also. So it was for me, it was a great journey to go to that akhada and train with. And best part was we were in Ayodhya. अगर मैं वही चीज बॉम्बे में करती तो शायद ये इतना ऑथेंटिक नहीं हो पाता जितना कि आप बोल रहे हो. मुझे नहीं पता कितना है कितना नहीं है, मैंने थोड़ा बहुत ही देखा है.
बहुत है.
So great then. So Sangram sir was there, and he speaks quite a lot of Haryanvi Hindi. Then those girls who were training there, you know, especially the wrestlers, they were like, "अरे वो तो हम सिखा देंगे," and they were like so cool about it. I was like, "नहीं नहीं, मेरे पास 4 ही दिन है. I don't have time. मैं wrestler नहीं हूँ, मैं ये नहीं हूँ." और उन्होंने मुझे यही कहा, बस आप ना, हम कर रहे हैं, आप करते जाओ, हमारा देख के करते जाओ, बस हो जाएगा, हो जाएगा. And
Good.
every time they gave me that confidence, those girls. I'm still in touch with them. We are in touch,
Oh,
like
Yeah,
they
so
do video
nice.
call with me.
nice.
Yeah, and they're like, Didi, कब आ रही है आश्रम? कब आ रही है? मैंने कहा अब आ रही है
Nice.
कल. So
Nice.
you know, this, yeah, it was exciting. Very
Before I go back to Bobby, this is a nice thing you have given letters in on. हमें तो पता ही नहीं था. You said you had auditioned for Dangal. Which part?
I don't know. I think it was that time. They didn't really reveal. They said we'll mix and match, but I
Okay.
was in the final shortlist. I think it was for the elder sister
Okay.
at that point,
Okay.
because they were looking at a certain look and everything.
Achha.
But yeah, I mean that was also extremely, because those real girls were there, you know, in the audition.
Yes.
Yeah.
Bobby, a few days ago, I spoke to Prakash Jhaji,
Okay.
and he told me, I mean, first of all, a lot of praise is coming for Class of '83, so congratulations on that too.
Thank you, Russell. Thank you so
We have
much.
seen you play a cop before Kranti, other films, but this was a very different cop. This was a very sedate cop. So Prakash ji was telling me how this is an untapped potential, despite of you having played so many characters and you have spent so many years in the industry. This is still an untapped potential where people are going to see probably a newer version of Bobby Dwell. Is this true?
Yeah, well, maybe Koshish Hamesha ye rahi. I've been deliberately trying to look for different characters. I have decided in my life that if I get a good script, in the script I will look for a good character which I can get to play. You know, challenging character, something which is outside my comfort zone. So for me, playing something like this was, I mean, I never thought I would even in my, you know, in my weirdest imagination thought that I would get some character like this. But it's so exciting because for me as an actor, I am getting the opportunity to play a very, what do you say, a criminal, a con man who's, you know, something I'm not in my real life.
Proper villain.
Yes. So I was, you know, I mean, for 25 years, I've been waiting to work with Prakash ji. In between, we had met once, we thought we'd work together. In fact, I met him first time when I was dubbing for Gupt at BR Studios, and he saw me there, and I met him for the first time, and he was so encouraging even then when I had met him. And then finally, when I got to know that I was going to, I mean, I've been called to meet Prakash ji for the role in a series called Ashram. This is Shruti Mahajan. She's a casting agent. She called me up and, I mean, spoke to me and said, you know, finally I'm getting you something you will really enjoy to do. And I'm like, okay. She said, first of all, it's Prakash ji and it's called Ashram. And I was like, okay, Ashram. I mean, sounds like one of those films he would kind of make, because he's made a lot of films which deal with matters, which is social message. So I went there, and when I heard the idea, I was like, wait a minute. He wants me to play this. And I was like, I mean, I realized at that moment that if the director who's going to create the magic has already thought of me, that means there's something there I could do. And I felt very positive, very confident that he had so much faith in me. And in fact, afterwards, I got to know that I was always his first choice, you know, after we finished, while we were working.
So he told me.
Yeah, so I was like, okay, I mean, I never thought, you know, I mean, first time, because when I did Class of '83, I was never the first choice. And so, you know, these things happen with actors. You're either the first choice, like she was in the final list, but she never made it. So you have to go through this whole process. And then I just put all my heart and soul into it. Sunita ji is an amazing lady. She sat with me. She sat with all the cast of the web series. And I spent 3 hours every day. For me, it was, I've never, like Aditi never spoken the Haryanvi accent. Shuddh Hindi bolna itna mushkil hai, itna kathin hota hai. So I had to sit and learn those lines first of all, and then understand the meaning of every word. And sitting with Sunita ji, I understood how these words are used in the society in small towns, and how they feel and why they speak like this, and what is the meaning behind this. Because everything was, you know, it falls in place once you understand the language. And that's one thing a conman has to have the grasp on.
Yeah.
Because they're so good with words. So that's what I did. And when I was on set, those 1.5 months of preparation about saying the lines gave me a lot of confidence. At the same time, I knew if I did lose my confidence, if I did go a little astray from my character, Prakashji was always on, I mean, in front of us to guide us. And so it was a smooth journey, but definitely you had to, every day on set, every moment was challenging for me. And especially to play a character like this, who I cannot identify with in any which way, you know.
Mhm.
But I believe that everybody has good and bad in them, and if you let the bad out for the moment, you can feel that emotion, you know.
But you played a little bit of a con man. I mean, not this way, but in a funny con man way in Yamla Pagla Divana.
Yeah, but that was in a very
It's very
humorous way,
light-hearted.
very light-hearted.
Yes.
वो तो बच्चे हमेशा माँ बाप को कौन करना चाहते हैं ना. कुछ भी उनको चाहिए होता है तो ऐसे बोलेंगे ताकि they can, you know, steal your heart and
Yeah.
let you do
Al-
what you want to do.
Also, for the record, this is not the first time you're playing villain. I think it was Nakab. You had played the villain.
Yes, I had played.
Before I bring Aditi back into this, I must ask you: any chance that Dharamji and Sunny sir have seen the episodes along with your wife, or you plan to?
No, my dad is at the farmhouse,
Okay.
and I just he can't. There's no Wi-Fi. He's not even seen my class of '83 as yet. So I'm hoping he gets to see that soon whenever he comes back. But he's safer there, staying at the farmhouse.
Yes, obviously.
And
I hope he's doing fine.
yeah, he's doing fine. You should follow him on Instagram. I think you.
Yes, I do. I do.
Oh, you do. Yeah, he's doing
Yes.
fine. He was. He's always looking
Wow.
after himself, and he loves to the nature, and he loves. You know, he's so good with his fans. The way he appreciates and values every fan of his so much
He does.
that he likes to get in touch with them through Instagram and through Twitter, and you know, keep them encouraged and inspire them.
Bobby Dole, I obviously follow Dharamji on Instagram. I even follow Karan Dole. You know I would be following.
I know.
Okay, y'all too. I mean, it is so fortunate for us that I have Bobby at one side and I have Aditi at the other side, because y'all are coming from two completely different poles before entering into the industry. You have come from a very prestigious film family, third generation. Dharamji, then Sunny sir, then you. Aditi, if I'm not mistaken, you're first generation into the film industry.
I am the first generation
Yes.
because actually my grandmother and my father, they are from stage, so they did theater. They're
Theatre.
actors. I mean,
Theatre
not
background.
professionally, yeah, but
Yes.
they have been acting us. Yeah.
Okay. So, Bobby, you all have always, I mean to say, I know for us, we have had these discussions before also, that the struggles for you have been no less.
Yes.
And I'm sure Aditi is also coming from outside. She has had a fair share of struggles to get into the limelight. So I must ask you both your opinions here now. How does it feel when people from the film families are constantly being targeted and saying that their struggles are much lesser and they don't deserve this? And we all know how good an actor you are, but somebody may say, why is Bobby there in this role? Why not somebody else? So how does this feel when your struggles are diminished?
See, I believe that this will always go on because no one knows each other's struggle. No one knows what each individual goes through. They always feel that their struggle is more than the other person's struggle. And when they start thinking that way, it makes them give up in life. But every struggle has the same way to. There's only one way of dealing with struggle is to work hard every day of your life. You know, motivate yourself, have faith in yourself. If you lose faith in yourself, then the struggle will look even more tedious, even more tougher to face. So if you have faith in yourself, if you you become positive, you'll be more persistent then. You have to only make yourself positive. Yes, I don't deny the fact that it was easy for me to get into this industry because my father was an actor. But I think this exists in every profession. A doctor's son, a doctor father would always want his son to become a doctor. An industrialist will always want his son or daughter to be in the industry, take over the business. Even in media, you know, if you're a media baron, you'll want your kids to get into it and give them the position. So it exists everywhere.
Yeah.
But end of the day, it's your work that speaks for you, you know. And I think if you become positive about your struggles, like I know Aditi is, because I heard her speaking earlier, that is what every person who's entering this industry should think like that, you know, be positive. And that's what I feel. My advice to youngsters is be positive, work hard, and when you work hard, your work will turn into luck. So that's what luck is, your hard work.
Aditi, before you answer this, I also want to add another thing to the question, because Prakash ji had said that when people are mentioning this words called movie mafia to him, and he was like, where does it exist? Please send me the address. I would like to go and meet them. And an outsider, have you ever experienced anything called the movie mafia?
No, Russell, I'll be very honest with you that I am very new to this whole, because uh, be it any profession, like I said, I was a runner earlier. Unless I did my job, like unless I did run that much and practice that much with a sane mind, that yes, I'm going towards this goal. Like I would like to say, as a person, as a human being, okay, I've come with probably a storyline. I know that whatever I'm going to be doing, just ख्याली अगर अब सोचो तो कि मैंने एक सोच के मैं आई हूँ कि मैं ये करने वाली हूँ और ये मेरे एक्सपीरियंसेस होंगे, तो वो मेरे एक्सपीरियंसेस होने वाले हैं जैसे भी चाहो, so if I'm going to focus on the bad, which is very easy, to sit and whine and mellow and self-pity, it's very comfortable to do that, but instead I just bounce off. And because when I was a runner, everybody told me, don't be a runner, be a jumper, because jumping में तुम एक अपना height बोल दो. For example, I used to do Frostberry, so they used to say I will jump 90 centimeters or 1 meter, and if you say that and you cross that hurdle, okay, वो पोल के ऊपर से उल्टा जाते हैं वो, and you're a winner, चाहे कितने भी लोग हो. But the same thing, somebody is you say a certain centimeter and you don't cross it, no matter what, तुम्हारे से ज्यादा जिसने बोला हुआ है, जो मैंने बोला हुआ है, suppose he wins. So it's just a very fair game is what you focus on. So I never focused on struggle. This word doesn't exist. I'm not being a very satyavadi kind of a girl, or I'm not being whatever, but I feel we are all here for experiences. आज मैंने इनके साथ ये experience किया, मुझे खुशी हुई, genuinely खुशी हुई. थोड़े बहुत hurdles तो आते ही है, like in the sense of कि चलो ये हाथ से छूट गया, वो निकल गया, ये हो गया. But the point is to keep at it. Like Bobby sir is saying, I'm sure he's been there for too long, and this is the only way you can be there. See, because if you focus on that, more of that is going to get attracted. That's very logical, right? It's the law of Newtonian law is that the more you want to look at it, the more it's going to look back at you. So why look that side? Rather look on the side you want to go, get your experience, because eventually, what are we all doing here? We are just here for experiences.
Yeah.
On a very, क्या जैसे बोलते हैं ना उसको, नजरिया बढ़ाते जाओ. If you look from a small people, you'll see only that much. Once you open the window, you'll see that much. But once you go on the terrace, you'll see the whole sky. Now, why can't we approach that attitude and go ahead and stop blaming each other? Because ये कोरोना के टाइम पे भी बहुत कुछ सीखने मिला है सबको. मतलब this COVID thing has got us a new window. It has opened to all of us. So I don't really, genuinely don't believe in it. And I think the only way to it is pursue what you like. And it's no big deal even if you don't. So just leave it at that. Do your job. That's all,
Before I go back to Ashram, back to this, you said something really nice about small town, the small town aspect of Ashram. I think so. When it comes to small town characters, after your debut film, would you say that you're really playing a small town character again after so many years? In Barsat, you were called, Twinkle used to keep calling you Jungle Boy when you came to the city. And I love that film. So you said a proper small town character after so many years, finally you're playing?
I think it's based in a small town area. It's giving you that feel of that place because you can identify with these kind of characters coming from those kind of places, I think. So I think that's the only thing which is about a small town, because people there are so innocent, they're not living in this city lifestyle, because every day you meet con men, every day of your life in different fields, in different aspects you meet con men. So there are a lot of criminals around here. But so I think it's the same situation everywhere in every part of the country. It's just that it's based there. So I just said that. But I think I could have played the same character in the city also, So that's what it's trying to show. The society is criminals and con men exist everywhere. You have to just be smart enough to handle them.
They show that in PK too. Aditi, your final thought on this. We have seen you. I mean, you were so good in She. You are very good in Ashram. What about the upcoming film projects? So do you think so that now that you have done two such good web series, do you think so the lines have been blurred between films and web series, and especially because of the lockdown scenario, audience is not going to think on that and everything for them will just be content?
Well, yes, I feel that content has become the king right now because whoever I hear talking, even for that matter, I keep asking a lot of people around me in my neighborhood, like Shetty auntie, this one, that one, who's not from the film industry, and she is also talking about content whatever is content driven right now on OTT or elsewhere. Like she also talks about Ayushmann Khurrana's good performance, and she says, "Abhi thoda acha lag raha hai mere ko," that kind of thing. Because I feel now when you see, it's a very simple thing. If you give people art, which was there earlier in the earlier films, if you give them a slow song which has a lot of feel, any human being will connect to love. Any human being will connect to art because art is nothing but a form of love.
Yeah.
So I think now being the content being the king and taking this shape and people coming out in this, a lot of people ask me that don't you get scared that you'll be your first one was she was so bold, so don't you think that people are going to make typecast you as a bold actress or parallel cinema
I
actress?
think
But
we are
what
done with typecasting, right? That doesn't happen anymore.
completely, I mean, look at it, like I have films lined up now, okay, in a completely romantic kind of roles which will be seen soon, and I feel if people love you, they want to watch you in everything. फिर तुम उनके फेवरेट हो जाते हो, तो तुमको बस अपना काम करना है कि मैं अच्छा एक्टिंग करूं, उसके बाद ना अभी वो चला गया है, पहले जैसा था कि ये मत करो ये करो, अब इनफैक्ट कंटेंट करना जरूरी हो रहा है, which is a great thing because then everybody will have to learn the craft, there's no way out.
Before signing off, final word from my favorite, Bobby Dwell. Bobby, your fans, and you have many, there's no doubt about it. Class of 83, you were flooded. I was seeing the feedback. People loved what you ran, and many new fans also came into the picture. What is next on the horizon? And is there going to be more web-driven stuff for you since you have found this new, like Prakash just said, a new version? So is there going to be more web stuff?
Definitely, there's going to be more stuff I'll be doing on the web platform. I mean, on OTT. Talks are on, which I've been reading a lot of new scripts and a lot of meetings have been happening, virtual video calls like this. So, as it is, that we can't talk about anything which is on OTT platform before they tell us to talk about it. Yeah. I would love to talk about it because I just can't right now, but
I understand.
But definitely good things are happening, and I am really grateful to all my fans who have given me so much love. I mean, all my career, they've always stood by me, and finally, I feel that I'm giving them even better work as I can. I'm trying to do my best as an actor. So the appreciation when you get from your fans and from new fans I'm making now, that is the best gift, the best reward I can ask for. So I'm just happy and I just want to thank all of my fans, the best in their lives, and I hope they fulfill their dreams.
Any film that you are excited about? Not a web film, but a film that's coming in theater?
See, I'm in talks right now. I can't really talk about anything right now.
Bobby, Aditi, thorough pleasure. It's always a joy speaking to you, Bobby. It's such a joy interacting with you too, Aditi. And I have no doubt that Ashram is going to be one of the premier web shows that people keep talking about in India. Like they have been speaking about Sacred Games and Patal Lok. I'm sure Ashram is going to join this ranks.
Thank you, Russell. You take care. Stay safe and keep your workouts going.
Thank you so much, Bobby. So kind of you to say that. Pleasure talking to you. Pleasure talking to you, Aditi.
Take care.
Thank you.
Bye.